Have you ever imagined a US president walking into a foreign country and being treated like a king?
Forget presidential visits. This was an international event, suitable for a Hollywood king. The second Air Force One entered Saudi airspace. The sky ignited with red, white, and blue smoke trails, showcasing America's strength among the clouds. Fighter jets didn't merely accompany Trump, they showcased their capabilities. Similar to a majestic dance in the sky, no president had ever been honored with such a degree of aerial tribute. Not Obama, not Bush, not even Reagan. This was not the same. The Saudis weren't merely greeting a leader. They were unveiling a lavish reception filled with oil, gold, and political spectacle. As soon as Trump exited the aircraft, King Salman was personally awaiting at the bottom of the stairs. That's uncommon. That is strength. The symbolism was clear. This individual, he's more than just a visitor. He's of royal descent. The two leaders shared a handshake that resonates throughout history. Strong, deliberate, and practiced like a scene from a Godfather movie. In the meantime, golden rugs extended from the tarmac to the luxurious limousines. Large video screens showcased Trump's visage throughout the city. Saudis displayed American flags. Trump was not traveling to the kingdom. He was overcoming it. Now fasten your seatbelt. This wasn't your typical smile and wave diplomatic trivia. This was a groundbreaking power play that caused Wall Street to shudder, OPEC to take notice, and global leaders to perspire in their customized outfits. We're discussing a $3.2 trillion massive deal. Not million, not billion, trillion, my friend. A shift so monumental it not only captured headlines, it reshaped international power dynamics. At the heart of the chaos, a $110 billion weapon agreement that was announced immediately. Combat aircraft, cylinders, F-15s cutting through the air, swarms of drones, state-of-the-art radar technologies. Anti-missile technology resembles elements from a science fiction movie. However, that was merely the opening performance. The Saudis arrived for upcoming AI monitoring, cybersecurity, aerospace partnerships, and even initial crypto plans quietly discussed in private settings. And what about Trump? He desired everything: oil influence, superiority perception, and the ultimate prize: worldwide economic power via collaboration. All titans were present in that room: Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing, ExxonMobil, Blackstone. This was not a meeting. This was a summit of billionaire syndicates. Trump arrived without extending a handshake. He arrived like a CEO poised to sell off an entire continent. This was not diplomacy. This was empire creation with a golden signature pen. Okay, get ready, because this was more than just a meeting. It was a noble rise. As Trump entered that golden hall, Saudi Arabia didn't merely greet a US president, they crowned him. King Salman personally draped the King Abdulaziz Al Saud collar around Trump's neck, the highest civilian accolade the kingdom can provide. Not intended for visitors, not meant for allies, for myths. This medallion is more than gold. It's a declaration. Dense, shining, adorned, laden with meaning. Trump didn't merely smile, he took a moment. King Salman inclined forward, murmured something. No microphone recorded it, no translator disclosed it, yet Trump nodded as if he had just been given a prophecy. Dude, it was holy. Now for the rewards. Rumors spoke of a sword set with diamonds, hand-woven golden garments, pure platinum watches, and a bespoke luxury travel set. Envision engraved crystal glasses, silk eye masks, and personalized gold utensils. To be candid, billionaires don't utilize paper napkins at 40,000 feet. But what about the aspects they chose not to capture on film? A property title? A dark card? Perhaps a vault pass in the underground of Riyadh? We will never find out. And that is precisely what gives it its regal quality. This wasn't an opportunity for photographs. This was a ceremonial coronation. Politics? Nope. This constituted the creation of myths. Let's discuss advanced power display. While other world leaders return from international trips with medals, plaques, or a courteous handshake, Trump departed Saudi Arabia with a golden phantom in the air, a speculated $300 million tailor-made Boeing business jet. And we're not referring to just any jet. We're discussing a soaring stronghold adorned in white leather, plush velvet seating, and 24-karat gold details, meticulously polished by royal personnel. This was more than a plane. It was a declaration, a soaring royal chamber in the sky. Was it formally a present? Certainly not. No proof of purchase, no autographs. Yet each murmur behind royal doors conveyed a consistent message. This was merely a gesture, a strong, silent partnership, a winged crown. A source even stated, this was not about transportation. It was a crowning ceremony. Tech? Off the scale. Speculation circulates that it is protected, impervious to bullets, and equipped with secret Israeli-American technology, the type that remains invisible to radars and documentation. Nobody truly understands what's within. And that's precisely the idea. Trump didn't simply depart Saudi Arabia after a handshake, he departed with a realm in the heavens. From presidential to autocratic? Nope. This represented pharaoh status, and the message was unmistakable. True power doesn't move, it soars. Now this is where the situation delves deeper than anyone anticipated. As the cameras flashed and reporters scrambled for sound bites, a much more chilling event was occurring behind velvet-draped doors. Insiders hint at a clandestine gathering, devoid of press, advisors, or any formal documentation. Only Trump and MBS, confined within an exclusive marble chamber, encircled by armed security and priceless Renaissance masterpieces deep inside the royal court. Without assistance, no annotations, no evidence. What happened in that quiet room? Were oil prices the cause, defense agreements, or something much more advanced? Speculation suggests crypto infrastructure agreements, the type that aren't reflected in Senate testimonies. Agreements that establish the foundation for American tech companies to discreetly access Saudi Arabia's digital realm. Correct. Arabian cryptocurrency channels, approved by a discreet handshake. And can you believe what occurred afterward? Saudi Arabia didn't merely shift towards the east or the west, they engaged with both. And the United States? They left with the golden key to the realm. If you're curious about where the genuine Saudi-US alliance was created, don't seek the answers in the headlines. It wasn't aired, it was murmured within that enclosed chamber of royalty. Trump's actions in Saudi Arabia were not merely a demonstration of power. They represented a worldwide adjustment. The moment the $3.2 trillion agreement was announced, ripple effects surged throughout the world. Washington hummed, Beijing observed, Moscow tightened, Iran hesitated. Trump not only changed America's ties with Saudi Arabia, he transformed the entire Middle East dynamic into something unforeseen. A hybrid partnership founded on money, surveillance, and total control. Consider this. Following Trump's visit, Saudi Arabia promptly initiated changes to its economy as part of Vision 2030. But do you know? American companies were now intricately woven into every level of that strategy: energy, AI, entertainment, and defense. Trump provided them with the keys, and in exchange, America received oil assurances, investment agreements, and unseen ties of control. It wasn't negotiation, it was a game of chess. And Trump didn't merely inspect the board, he overturned it and constructed a new one in golden glass. Even Israel observed in shocked silence. Silent collaboration began. New passageways were debated. Before the world understood what had occurred, Trump had established new standards for global power, leaving others scrambling to keep up. Trump's last moments in Saudi Arabia didn't seem like a farewell. They resembled a sequence plucked directly from a multi-million-dollar spy thriller. Envision this: the golden hour in Riyadh, the atmosphere charged with energy, red carpets unfurled like regal texts. Elite sentinels maintained perfect alignment, swords shimmering under the sunlight, gazes locked like sculptures. Classic chants reverberated over the tarmac, as if history itself were recounting his departure. This was not merely a farewell, it was a signal to the globe. While nearing Air Force One, Trump stopped briefly, completely motionless. He then turned around slowly. King Salman, enveloped in royal authority, lifted his hand not for a greeting, but to bless something more profound, an unspoken agreement. And at that instant, the moment dissolved into enigma. A royal assistant appeared. Fast, exact. He passed Trump a sealed envelope, substantial, ivory white, adorned with a golden royal crest. Cameras inexplicably cut out, yet those on the inside, they observed everything. The envelope remained held tightly in Trump's grasp like a confidential document as he ascended the jet stairs. Next, the engines thundered. Fighter planes lit up the sky, surrounding Air Force One like birds of prey. This was not a leaving. It was a potent ceremony. A curtain fell on a performance the world wasn't prepared to grasp. Get ready, because this is where everything takes a crazy dive into the complete shadow realm. Even now, there are secret documents, hidden recordings, and protected diplomatic files from that significant visit, yet no one is speaking up. Not the Saudis, not the US citizens, and certainly not those who were genuinely present. The question remains, what were they hiding, and for what reason? Murmurs from close sources suggest a hidden ceremony in the desert. Envision this: a crackling fire in the darkness, encircled by armed sentries in the expansive Saudi sands. No media, no interpreters, only Trump, MBS, a handful of top royal advisors, and a deal torched immediately after signing. Symbolic, unreachable. It is said that agreements were made: large-scale land exchanges, design and test cryptocurrency systems, an independent oil network intended to function beyond OPEC's influence. Oh, and that plan? Reportedly for a Trump Tower in Riyadh featuring a diamond helipad on the roof, gold-plated interiors, and biometric safes for ultra-wealthy clients. Already financed, in progress. And then there is that envelope, the $500 million aircraft, the presence. No confirmations, completely authentic. Since power doesn't always make itself known. At times, it signals quietly, traces a path in the sky, and redefines the landscape while everyone observes the greeting. This wasn't merely Trump's largest trip abroad. This marked the most significant power maneuver of his presidency, a $3.2 trillion agreement that raised more questions than it resolved. Yet, here's the reality. This tale, it isn't finished. Due to the alliances created, the agreements established, and the secrets locked in golden envelopes, they continue to reveal themselves. And in hidden corners of global boardrooms and oil-rich palaces, Trump's name continues to resonate, not in the role of a guest, not even in the capacity of a former president, yet as the creator of a new Middle East framework, one founded on affluence, technology, allegiance, and confidentiality. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So ponder this. What actually occurred in Saudi Arabia? And what follows after that? Why this empire? It's merely heating up.